It may have been a wet day out there today, but here's to a season that's a hole-in-one. In Scarborough, I'm meteorologist Ryan Munn. If you're planning to head to Black Mountain, the temperature overall is going to be on the mild side, and other than a shower chance Saturday, the weather is looking good. At Black Mountain, I'm meteorologist Ryan Munn. Conditions right now at the top of the hill at the Eastern Prom are very, very windy. That is the big story with this storm. I am standing here in about a 2, maybe 2.5 foot snowdrift. Right on the sidewalk here is a very powdery, light snow that we are dealing with, which of course is some good news because we don't want a lot of this snow sticking to the power lines and trees. If you've gone outside over the last couple days, you may have noticed a bit of a hazy appearance to the sky. Now this is being caused by wildfires burning thousands of miles away from us. Rick Barber sent in this photo earlier from Ogunquit, and you can see a bit of a red and orange glow to the sun. Now, when smoke particles in the sky filter out short wavelengths, it leaves behind the longer wavelengths, and that is the reason why the sun has such a red glow to it. You may be asking yourself, just where are these fires burning? Well, you'd have to take a trip all the way out to western and central Canada. I've noticed over the last 15 or so minutes, the winds have picked up in the Brunswick area, and they are a little bit gusty right now, but also too, and you can see the snow is very, very light and powdery. I mean, this just blows in the wind and it's easy to move, so that is some good news if you plan on doing some snow blowing early this morning. Brushing off your car, it's going to flow right off your car, so that is some good news. The bad news is the roads, they are still slippery. Allow yourself some extra time if you have to head out this morning. We're here in Jackman, where astronomy students and professors are here to enjoy the spectacular once-in-a-lifetime event and to collect data for an extensive research project.
We have a special software that the K team, which is the project, they prepared for all of the stations. We have 35 stations from Texas through Maine. We are site 33 here today. So there's 2 more Maine teams that are near Millinocket and Holton working on the same thing.
They have different equipment set up to help them conduct their research, including different telescopes and cameras.
We have a specialized camera that measures the sun in polarized light, and this is going to give us sort of a 3-dimensional view of the atmosphere of the sun over time. And the hope is to gain knowledge about how the solar atmosphere works and solar weather works, because of course solar weather can impact us here on Earth.
Many folks outside of UMaine were involved in this project as well.
And this project actually is a citizen science project, so we have folks from all walks of life who are engaged in the project. So Nikita and I, of course, are at the University of Maine, but we were the trainers. We trained high school students, we trained university students, we trained, folks who were amateur astronomers to get involved in this project and to be able to set up these telescopes to collect data for NASA.
It was then time for the countdown to totality. It was a moment everyone here will never forget.
Like, it felt like the sun was setting and you could see Venus and Jupiter during the day, which is absolutely insane. Probably my most exciting thing for me was I was able to get some really amazing photographs with my camera during the eclipse. So it was really exciting.
If you weren't able to view the eclipse today, it will be a while before you see the next eclipse in Maine, May 1st, 2079 to be exact. In Jackman, I'm meteorologist Ryan Munn. NOAA's 2024 Hurricane Hunters Awareness Tour made a stop at the Portland Jetport today. Their mission is to spread awareness about the extreme impacts a hurricane can have to an area.
Hurricane season starting in less than a month, June 1st. It's a reminder of the public and everybody, all your viewers, that there are risks from hurricanes in Maine every year, and people need to get ready. This is the time to start understanding what your risk is.
2 of the aircrafts used to fly into the heart of a storm were there as well, and those who have taken one of these flights say it's quite thrilling.
It's a little bit humbling sometimes to be in the storm, but then it's also a little bit exciting, right? You're getting bumped around, but what really excites us is, of course, getting the data to the people who need it in order to respond to the potential landfall event.
And if one of these storms were to make landfall in Maine, our worst impacts would likely come from water.
The ones that tend to be the deadliest are the water impacts. Freshwater flooding due to heavy rainfall, coastal flooding and storm surge, and then also surf and rip currents. But then there's also the impacts from wind. As we saw last year in Lee, we had a fatality in Maine from wind, and there's a significant power outages. So those are sort of the main impacts that we want people to be aware of.
This is why it's important to prepare now with an evacuation plan, emergency supplies, and things like flood insurance are very important as well. At the Jetport, I'm meteorologist Ryan Munn. What is one of your favorite things about the snow?
That it goes away in the spring.
Somehow it makes the cold weather a little better for me if there's snow on the ground.
It's too bad it wasn't for the holidays, just makes it more festive, but you know, we live in Maine, you expect snow.
The shoveling I'm not excited about, but I like it when it looks pretty.
What would you say is probably the toughest thing or one of your least favorite things about the snow?
Shoveling.
Very simple. I love it. I love it. Measurable snowfall has been hard to come by so far this season. As a matter of fact, it's been nearly 300 days since the Portland Jetport has seen an inch of snow, and many people miss the winter activities.
I have grandsons who ski, granddaughters, kids, they all ski.
Just being out in nature. We like cross-country skiing and hiking and ice fishing, all that. So just to be able to get out and enjoy it.
My dog loves it, so he'll go out and play in it for a while, and I'll be with him. So it's okay. You know, it's winter. We haven't had any, so I guess it's about time.
In my adventures to see what people thought about the upcoming storm, most were excited. So dig out the snow shovel and dust off the winter gear. On your side, I'm meteorologist Ryan Munn.